Welcome to Dr. Mary Travel Best's 5 Steps to Solo Travel, a special episode for women like you who need a little extra support traveling the world, one woman at a time. I'm traveling around the world solo these days, so pick up on any tips while you can, as I'm gathering more for you later. Hit the share button and send this to a friend. In this episode, the FAQ is, can you name a travel experience that changed your life? Today's special edition is Tag Along Solo Travel. Today's mistake, getting scammed by a timeshare sales pitch. And travel advice, eSims for your cell phone. Now, the FAQ. I get asked, can you name a travel experience that changed your life? And here it is. I was traveling with my daughters in Taiwan in 2019. What a memorable experience this was. One of them lived there, but I had my own place at first. I got an Airbnb in Taiwan, which was a really good experience. We had lunch with a friend that I had met there in Taiwan, in Taipei, 25 years prior. And without any notice, the 4 of us went to lunch, kind of right on the spot, and learned from each other how much we could be at peace with each other, even when we had been apart for so long. Moving to San Diego at 25 years old with no job and no home, I figured out how to live, get a job, and survive. Travel does teach you. I've learned a lot from my travels. And now for today's special episode, tag-along travel. You've never really soloed when you're traveling. I mean, you're really never alone. So try this. It's called tag-along travel. This is what my friend Martin Banks called it, and it's stuck. It's when you are traveling solo, you meet up with another solo travel person, and you decide to travel together for a bit. So tag-along travel is for those who are willing to help another person out, or just spend time with a dedicated person who shares the same interests. You now have someone to talk to connect with, and to share the experience. TAT, tag-along travel. It can work for a day or longer. You can split up too. A friend was doing a trip with a girlfriend and they got tired of each other. They split up for a day, traveled solo, and they met up with some pretty awful people. So the next day, they were back together and happy to be with someone they knew instead of these other strangers. So tag-along travel is for finding someone along the way who's already going where you're heading and partnering up for a spell. Tell me about your TAT experiences. And now for today's mistake. I got scammed. This was about selling a timeshare to not trusted businesses. Ouch. I got burned. I got scammed with a really sharp guy who promised a buyer at no cost. However, he convinced that I needed to pay him $2,600 for the process and guaranteed a sale. Paperwork looked really, really right. Then as soon as it was paid, he wanted more money. This is not a good way to sell your timeshare. Do not be fooled. This is a scam. I was scammed, and they're still calling. And now for today's travel advice. How do cell phones work in a foreign country? Is there an alternative? So here's what I suggest. Try to use an eSIM instead of your regular carrier. The carriers won't tell you how easy it is. They will charge you $10 a day when you're outside of the United States. That adds up. Instead, see what offers are available with an eSIM. Now, what's an eSIM? It's an embedded subscriber identity module, which means either the component to support SIMs or the SIM card form factor that gets embedded into a device. Newer models of phones allow for eSims. If you have a newer phone, you can ask for this. So one supplier of eSims is Airalo, AIRALO. If you want to check them out, the lowest plans are for $4.50 for a week in Manila, which I just purchased. I have a code you can use to get $3 off. The code is 2856. Let me know how you like Airalo. I want to bring meaning to your travels. Send a question or travel tip. Write a review. We can connect on social channels. Find 5 Steps to Solo Travel series on Amazon. That code, again, is 2856. AIRALO is the name of the app.
What's on your travel bucket list? Tell the doctor and her team of women who travel the world seeking the very best. Dr. Travel Best, that is.